Hello viewers, Flash Motorsport here and welcome to another race at Grand Oak Raceway. Today we're going to be using the Honda Civic. We're just going to set up the fuel and tyres, get some practice laps in. As we begin our first practice lap, we're following Nickel Tar. Hopefully get a bit of slipstream behind him, catch a bit of time, see what I can bring out of this. Best time at the minute is 57.59 and stuck a little bit behind Nickel Tar. He's got a bit slower than what I would have taken that corner, which is causing me to back off and dive out of the way because I thought he braked a lot harder than he did. And then I start rubbing the tyres. Going a bit quick and hot into the corner. Keep left here. Leave it in third, let it rotate round. And I'm going to still again a little bit hot, but it's fine. I'm not scrubbing the tyres too much. Keeping it in third here until you get past the bus stop on the left hand side, and then power back on. And he had a much better exit than I did there, but I'm not losing too much time. And then Pistachio managed to do a 24.35 on the lap. I don't know how he managed that. That is record hard to beat. But I know there's a few cheaters around apparently on here, which is pulling these kind of laps like that because you never see them in a race, which is quite confusing. They pull out a practice lap that is incredible, and then you don't see that lap in a race. So I have no idea. I don't see the point, but obviously he does. With our first practice lap, we managed to get a 58.776. Which isn't too bad. It's put us in 11th place, but I'm trying to either keep away from the Audi because it's slowing me down in the turns. And as you can see now, I'm getting all greens. I'm 0.25 seconds faster than my last lap. And that's what I want to get. Keep getting better and better. 2.4. No, 0.24 faster. So let's put me down to 10th. I can go quicker. Rub that curb a little bit. Bring it in. 4th gear. Turn it in. Swing right over to that curb. And then bring it back to the left. Drop it down to 3rd. Get this rotation round. And then down to 2nd. And then you get to the rubber on the left. Put your foot back down. Or was it a tyre bank? I don't know. It looks like rubber. 3rd gear, rub the inside curb a little bit, not as hot as I just did it. And keep it in 3rd, get to the blue bus stop, power back on. You get a bit nervous then with the power on, as don't want to understeer onto the curb and off the track. And again, I'm 0.3 seconds faster, that's 0.5 together. So I'm still in 10th. This is my last of my practice laps. I've had to pop into pit, get a bit of new rubber put on them. Bit of new rubber put on the tyres because I ran out and I've got 1 lap of fuel left. So let's use the weight to my benefit. And I decided to go off track. Be careful of that curb. I rubbed the white line, but I don't get a penalty for it. So this lap is going to be marked dirty, but it's fine. I'm already slower than my best of 58.228. So getting these corners much better now. We keep to the left here and then bring it over to the right. 3rd gear. Let's scrub a little bit. Power on. Go into the curve a little bit and keep coming around. 3rd gear, 75 miles an hour. Get to the bus stop. Power right on. Everything it's got. And then cut this corner a little bit. Save the. I've got 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5. And we're going to beat my time 5.1 seconds faster. That would have put me in a good position, but I didn't qualify. I prefer not to qualify. Like I say, my qualifying skills are pretty weak. For whatever reason, just got to get better at it. But I do start pretty much at the back of the pack. No harm. That's where the fun begins. A good start off the line. And that is a real good start off the line. That's one place already, down to 19th. Just gonna thread the needle, backed out, thought it's not worth it. There's gonna be carnage in a moment. And look at that, there already is. Everybody's everywhere. Yeah, he's just gone, he's had enough. Ghosted. And are we settled? I think we're settled. I'm at the 17th, I'm not doing too bad. Was looking up the inside. Didn't work out too well. Some of you eagle-eyed viewers would realise and notice that my fuel gauge is on 1 lap. I did not change my fuel for my practice lap, so I had the correct amount of fuel in the laps. And I don't know if this is a bug or I should have gone into the fuel and tyre and just double checked that I had the correct amount. But as you can see, I have 1 lap of fuel. So, you know, I set it at, let's say it was 16% of fuel when I was on my practice laps. I don't, you know, when you go into fuel and tyre, before you start your race, it will still say 16% of fuel, and it will do this amount of laps. So, I have no idea what went wrong here. So I skipped tyres, custom fuel, 10%, that'll do. So that is killed the race for me. But not all bad. I'm only 19 seconds from the car in front of me. I'm sure some more shenanigans will come and play and I might not finish last. There's a hope and there's a dream, and then I can make this work. I'm on my own. Then don't look that far ahead of me. What I'm more worried about is not keeping up my pace and them coming up behind me. You certainly don't want that. But that's even more embarrassing. We're on lap 3 now, and I've managed to make back 10 seconds, so something must have happened because there's no way I am 10 seconds a lap faster than anybody else. But we are closing up on P21. Ventit 3 is 9.6 seconds ahead of me, and I am clawing in that gap. Start of lap 5, there's someone in the pits I'm just past overtaking, and the Juggernaut is very, very slow. So I'm not sure if they ran soft tyres and they're now dead, or I'm just very lucky. Either way, I think the pace is right off there. So, and they're sliding around, so they must have been on soft tyres and just they're dead. So I made one place, one person did a DNF, and I'm going up the outside here. Gives me P19. The next event, Vintit, is still 9.7 seconds away, so clawing back at that time is really difficult. But at least I'm not last anymore. That's a good thing. And I have fuel. Juggernaut is somehow woken up and really on the pace now. No idea. Does seem to have a tyre issue and is back right off now. So that's what I think it is. Tyres are dead. Had soft tyres. 3 laps of fuel remaining. It's alright. It's only 2 laps to go. But I'm on the money. Really clawing at it. As you can see, I'm really pushing the car harder than I should. It's really eating at the tyres. Got 2 laps to go and the tyres are halfway through their life. So it won't be long until they go yellow. Yellow warning. Which means they're going to be... There's quite a detrimental effect on there. But my pace has been really good up to now. Consistently 57, within the 57 seconds. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's what you need really to keep your time up. A good setup, good pace, good rhythm. And you can start clawing at a time. But as you can see, Venti is 10.6 seconds away now. So I've lost a second on him somehow. But you must remember they're within a pack. So they'll have slipstream and they'll be working quite well together. I'm on my own, on my Todd. Yeah, alright, I don't get the dirty air and everything, but and I'm left in peace. I just don't have the pace along the straights, which is what you need on here. Especially coming out of here, you need a hell of a good run down the other side. Oh, where did Venti go? 11 seconds from Pistachio. And I'm making time here. So I wonder if there was a little bit of drama up ahead. 10.9, 10.8. Wow, I'm really catching up time here. 9 seconds. I know my pace is going quite well. Comfortable here. That one's going rather slow. Pistachio. On the final lap now anyway. So I wonder if that person's tyres are dead. He's got a 0.5 second penalty. I just need to catch him up and at least get within that time. But I'm really caught up here. My tyres are dying. They're screaming at me. But I just need to catch this last little bit up here. Final straight. Can I do it? 1.4 seconds, 1.3, 1.1. Come on, what am I going to get? 0.6, 0.5. This is going to be close. And I got it. Legit, the skin of my teeth. No way. Oh, dearie me. That was... Ooh. The skin of my teeth there. Next race, Watkins Glen. As you all know, I really like this track. But there's 5 people in the lobby? Not many. Can't be right. Well, let's see what time I can get out of here. Get these corners just right. Yeah, get it just right. Carry the speed. And away we go. As we come down past the start line, look to our left. And looking out for 3, 2, and there we go. On the brakes, down to 4th gear, rub the curb, onto the outer curb, and power back on. And I got a new best apparently. I can't grumble at that. That'll be the one. This will be the only lap I get good. You know the story of the way I drive. The first lap is the only lap. But Magic Tazo got 117.789. See if I can beat that. Coming up, ambulance onto the brakes, down to 4th gear, inside curb, and curb again, rub the curb, and the curb. Keeping that speed right up, and then backing off to about 93 miles per hour. Get past the hut there, power back on, and out the other side. And again, another new best for the inner loop. Absolutely brilliant. This year I'm not doing too good on this here for some reason. I'm in the red, but carry the speed in, scrubbing a little bit too much, bit of understeer, 0.1 second off. But what was our time? We got a 117.2. ViewSonic got a 116.8, so I have to find a 0.4 of a second, and I don't on this corner. I go a bit wide, and luckily enough I don't go off the track, so I must be just within by at least a pixel within the boundaries on that one. But I can't grumble, I didn't get a warning for it. Practice lap ending, I decided to adjust the tyre pressures, see if I can make a few milliseconds in on this one. And already I'm 0.16 ahead of my best, so adjusting tyre pressures, keeping an eye on your tyre pressures gives you a huge advantage. So right now we're at 1 minute 16.837 is my best. Tano did 116.749. Right now I'm 0.36 seconds faster than my best up to now. Braking at the bus stop, rubbing the curves as best I can, holding that speed up, and I could have had a little bit more speed, but I carried a bit more speed out of the turn. Waiting for the hut and powering back on again. I carried a lot more speed through that inner loop, so I had a much better exit. And look at that, 4 tenths ahead. Fade to Black managed to have 49.781 seconds. Incredible driving, absolutely incredible. Could have carried a little bit more speed through those final 2 turns, but ultimately I walk away on a loss of 10th. I get 6th position. Obviously I haven't qualified, so I'm starting at the back of the grid because I enjoy starting back there. I like working my way up, having a good bit of fun. Race start, and we get a good kick off the line. straight away catching up to GCB Tony. I decide to take the inner line here, thinking, see what happens. And everybody just bundles in. A bit of carnage behind, nothing to worry about. I moved to my left, there's a car there, didn't realise, my mistake. And them two get pushed off the track. I'm up the back of Fade to Black, who did a 48 seconds. There's got to be a weird bug going on somewhere. But carnage ensues right here. Fade to Black dives up the middle. I back off, thinking stuff like that. And Tano just dives right in, guns blazing, and takes himself and Fade to Black out. Basto Oop goes off track and then dives in front. I was going to make a move, but I just got taken out. It's just not worth it. And then I would have probably got a penalty for getting taken out. So he already has a 1 second penalty on the go. So just buy my time, wait to get past. He's about to go off track again. Speaking of that, there he goes. I come in a bit hot in that turn. I got everybody around me. They're all fighting. 3 cars behind me, you know, touching each other inappropriately. Why not? As the first lap over and done with, we have made up some places. I'm in P11 and I might get P12. I just go off track because I don't want to be left alone. I wanted to be part of the fun. In reality, I just binned it. I don't know what happened there or why it happened, but again, I've got the inside line here. And this is what I learned now on this track. I still going on the outside and having a better run. I cover the inside here, but I still bottle it. I let him, see, getting rammed about, hold it, and no penalty for me. And I don't think there's a penalty for him either. Then I get nudged from the links behind me. Magic Tazo gives me a little, come on, you can go a bit faster than that. He's right, I could. And I get a better run out of here. The only issue is that Lynx is a very quick car. And I'm surprised I didn't get pushed a lot quicker. As you can see, I'm taking this corners a bit more cautiously, trying to get him off his pace. And then I bend this corner a little bit and he comes up the inside. Not a problem. I'd rather have the, what happened there? The quicker car ahead of me and use their slipstream than have to fight and try and defend and just lose places from the car in front. So Tano, with his now 0.6 second penalty, is in front. It's not a problem. We've got another 3 laps to go. 4 laps to go. We're on our 3rd lap, so yep. 4 laps to go on this one. Let's see what we can do. P11, and I have a run, and for some reason, I think Taylor lost battery power. Oh, bit of carnage there, but nothing to worry about. Down up to P8. We are making big progress. Hugo Bob, Hugo 88 is ahead of me. 1.8 seconds ahead. It's not a problem. But there's a 3rd car ahead of the pack now. Seems to be a bit slow off the pace. Those Ford Focuses, I don't know what it is with the rear lights on them. They are very, very bright. So sometimes in the distance like this, it's hard to tell whether they're braking or not. I don't know why they're so bright. And I get distracted and rub the grass, and lucky enough, I hold it, no penalty, and my lap time is still quite high. 0.4 seconds faster than the previous one. I don't know what it is with that Focus. It seems to be off pace. It must have qualified to be in the middle of the pack to do quite well, but I wonder if they are still on the soft tyres and forgot to change them. I don't know, but it does seem off pace. You see, I'm much faster coming through here than they are, and it's just holding me back here. And the problem is Bub Ulina behind me is catching up on that issue. Decided to look up the inside here and closes the gap. There are rear view mirrors for a reason in this game. But not a problem. Let Bubblina sort the problem out for me. I come much faster out of this corner than he did, which threw me off. Coming up, lap 5. Our first bend here. First corner. Brake a little bit early. I have a poorish exit on that one. I wasn't impressed with that. But coming through here, bit of slipstream from Bubblina, and I am really making up ground. Look for the inside, decide to go on the outside. Only way I can go is cover the inside, and then covering me off again, defending. Doing really well. Coming down 4th gear. I thought if I keep the pace up, I'll push them off, but the focus decided to go off. And that is that one out the way. P8. Get past the hut, power back on. Really carrying the speed out of here. And decided to jump in the back and get some slipstream, get really add the pressure on. Breaking at a 200 board. Getting nice and tight. Getting a much better exit again. And then that is a lap 6 concluded. Really making up the grounds here. Last lap and first corner. Keeping the pressure on. Take it slow and steady. And then have a much better exit to Bubblina. I look up the inside. Carry that speed with me. Keeping that foot as hard down on that pedal as I can. If I could go through the floorboard, I probably would have. But the speed this Honda's got right now is actually doing really well. I expected that Audi to be right all over me. Now is there behind me. We're looking out again for the ambulance on the left. Braking down to 4th. Carrying quite a bit of speed this time in it. Just really abusing those track limits. And I let off down to about 94, 95, holding it past the hut and power back on, and look at the exit I got from there. Much quicker. Bubblina's 0.5s and now 0.6 seconds behind me, so I've got good speed ahead. Braking at 200 board, down to 4th, turning in. Could have gone that a little bit faster, but I'll take it more cautiously because I'd rather lose to 1 or 2 tenths of a second and let him catch up than going off the track. But as you can see, I had a much better exit and I came P7. I made up 10 places. Can't grumble at that. It was a brilliant race, and thank you all for watching. See you all in the next video.